So the word problems that we're gonna do, I would say that probably the most difficult part about them is just the fact, that you have to kind of know what the information stands for somewhat. These are all word problems that have exponents involved. It doesn't even necessarily mean that you're gonna have to use the exponent properties we learned or anything, it's just, they have exponents involved. So like say this one right here, this first one is if, population of frog doubles every 3 weeks. So the equation that's up there, that's where the info comes from. Did you already turn that one in? Oh. Did you want it? Okay. Before I even forget to talk about it, I forgot to put it up here at all. The cheat sheet. So last time I believe I gave you guys a cheat sheet to fill out. Do you want me to get you that again? Do you just want to use your own paper to make a cheat sheet? Are you fine just using your own? Okay, so if you would like to make a cheat sheet for the test, you are welcome to make one. I don't care if you're right front and back, whatever. But if, the reason I want to bring it up today is if you are planning on taking the test tomorrow, that would be something you probably want to do tonight. You don't have to let me know which day you're planning on taking it. Basically, just tomorrow at the beginning of the hour, I'll ask if anybody's going to take the test. And of those who are, I'll get it to them and they can take it right away. And if you're planning on taking it Friday, that's fine. You are more than welcome to take we're gonna have some work time today, not a ton. But you're welcome to take the time today. And if you're planning on taking the test Friday, you are welcome to take the time tomorrow to finish anything up, to make cheat sheets, whatever. So I didn't write it up here, but the cheat sheet was something I had planned, I just didn't think of putting up here. You wanna give me a number? 27, somewhere back there. Sam? If we had to do f of 1, this would mean I'm gonna put 1 in place of x. What does the 1 stand for there? Is it like 1 day, 1 hour? Oh, I definitely can't hear it with my cold, I can't hear. 3 weeks. So, for whatever reason, the frog population doubles every 3 weeks. And so this number that goes up on top is going to represent how many sets of 3 weeks. So if we're putting a 1 in, this would just mean after 3 weeks, we would have twice as many frogs, or 2 frogs, depending on what it stands for. F of 6. Sam, who's gonna answer this one? Five. Leon or Rosemary, one of you two? Okay. What does the 6 stand for here? While you're thinking of that, I'll try to think of what 2 and 6 is. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. No, did I stop? Yeah, 64.
Is it 6 weeks?
Close.
Oh.
It's going to be 6 sets of 3 weeks.
Oh.
I mean, the 6 weeks was a decent guess. So basically, the 6 means that the frogs have doubled 6 times. And so since it doubles every 3 weeks, that would be how many 3-week sets it's got. So 18 weeks. Okay? Totally different situation. This one says an equation that models the farm population of Minnesota beginning in 1983. Now, I don't know if anybody even knows what this stands for, but otherwise, let's go over what the numbers represent. Because if you're making a cheat sheet, I feel like that would be helpful for you. Okay, does anybody know what the 102,000 possible means? Like, give it a guess. I don't want to call somebody for this. So this would be the population at the start. So on this problem, for whatever reason, we start counting in 1983. The X is going to be years after the start, which was 1983. The .98 is the one that I didn't expect anybody to know, but it will sort of make sense. The .98 represents 98%, which means you lose 2% population each year. So if this problem was written out for you, it would say something like, a farm loses 2% population each year. And it starts off with 102,000 people. Actually, oh, this is all farms together. I was gonna say that would be a pretty big farm. So that's what those numbers represent. You are not going to have to come up with the equations, you're gonna be given the equations. So this first question, that's what we wrote over there. Leon, you wanna choose a number?
Sure. 18.
Thinking here somewhere maybe? Okay, Tegan? What number would I put in place of X in 1985? So when did we start reading the info?
1983.
Okay, so the number we put in X is how many years after we started reading info? I didn't hear anything you said.
85.
How many years after 1983 is 1985? 2. So because the formula was set up to start reading in 1983, the number we put next would be how many years after 1983. So this one is 2 years. So we would type in 102,000.98 to the 2. And then that would tell you how many people are on all the farms in 1985. Tegan, one more person.
25.
what number would I put in place of X for 1990 then? 2, okay? We put 2 when it was 1985. How many years after 1983 is 1990? It's 5 more than this one. I think you read 1985 in your head. This would be 7 years after 1983. This is definitely why I wanted to do some examples with you today. Is the way the questions are set up. They're not really something you're used to, and they're not necessarily hard, they're different. Okay, and I didn't want to fill out all of them, because part of your homework is going to be filling out the ones we didn't do. And or also typing that into a calculator. Do you want me to leave that there for a second? Okay. Population of amoebas in a petri dish. Aren't amoebas the things in water? I don't think we have that in a petri dish. Isn't a petri dish for like bacteria? Have you guys done that yet in science? No? I wonder if that's biology. I know that's something that they normally do in the science class, is you count how many bacteria are in the petri dish, let it go for however many days, and then count it again after how many days. I didn't write the question, but. So population of amoebas in a petri dish will triple every minute. Okay? At the start of an experiment, the population is 800. So that's the equation. 800 is how many we start with. And it says it in the sentence, but if you want to write notes to yourself, not a terrible plan. The 3 represents triple. I don't know how do you phrase that? How many times you triple? The X is number of minutes, because it told us it stands for number of minutes. SK. Help me out with this one. How many amoebas are there after 3 minutes? What would I type in a calculator? So this is the equation we use. Basically, what number do I put in place of X? 3, perfect. After 3 minutes, that's what X represents, is how many minutes since we started. So in the calculator, you would type in 800 times 3 to the 3. Okay, I'm gonna skip the second one. And then I'll do the money one with you, and then I'll let you guys get working. So I kind of wanted to make sure you had some time to fill out a cheat sheet today if that was your plan. And or some people still have things to turn in. So the money one is going to be very similar. This is how much money you started with. All of these problems are set up similar. They just all stand for different things. The 1.07 means you're going to have 7% growth. So remember how the farm one was 98% because we lost 2%? 7% growth is going to be 107%. And that's how you write 107%. And then the X, I think this one is, I was just going to say, it has to tell us. number of years. Okay. I kinda wanna let you guys try these problems on your own. So here's what I would like you to do for today. And or don't forget, you guys have all the answers to these, so I can certainly help you with anything you want help with, but you have all the answers to check too. So like the, the questions we had yesterday on page 14, you have all the answers to those yet too. So, just 22, yes. I would like you to finish these 3 pages. So basically, we did 1.5 pages together. I would like you to finish this page and finish the next page that says homework. And then go really fast because you're not really solving a lot, you're basically just figuring out what number to take in a calculator. Okay? I'll get this put in Schoology, because I didn't put it in there yet. I'll help you with whatever you want help with. If anybody needs some paper for a cheat sheet, I have plenty of paper on the back there. By the Jenga, there's that rack of paper. So, and or I think I even still have some half sheets. Did I give you an orange sheet last time? Yeah, I see some orange sheets over there. So I still even have some of those cheat sheets from last time if you want one of those. So, either way,